Hey, Cowboys Raw Uncut. Yes, Cowboys Raw Uncut. Cowboys Raw Uncut.
Yes, Echo.
Yes, Echo.
Hey, man, 2 weeks, man. We've been off of here, man. What y'all been doing? It's Cowboys Raw Uncut, the crew, man. We want to say happy birthday to Cool Rick out there, man. He's out there getting his cake and ice cream on.
That's right.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
In the meantime, man, it's Dre Day, it's OG, it's Young Curry, it's Steve-O, man, and we just gonna be in here for a few minutes, man, of your time. Just out here putting out content for you. Know you missed your favorite crew. It's the crew's favorite crew.
Get it, Slick. Cake. Get all in there, Slick.
Yeah.
I missed y'all, man. I was like, man, I miss my brothers, man. It's like, hey, man, we ain't talked. We ain't been on here live in a minute, man.
True.
We ain't been on here, man. I was like, man, I miss y'all, man. I ain't been able to talk no shit.
You're not giving us shit to talk about.
Yeah, I mean,
slow.
Got 2 weeks until the draft, so you know, I'm seeing a lot of Matthew Goldens out there.
I've been seeing it left and right, bro.
Yeah.
And not T-Mac. And T-Mac's been falling. Like, what's going on? Am I missing something?
Yeah, the latest one I seen him and Genty's gone before he gets to us. So, you know, I'm seeing Matthew Golden and I'm seeing some tackles and shit.
T-Rex made a statement about not liking to watch film. Kind of got blown out of proportion a little bit, I think. He's a young guy, you know. So I don't know if that had anything to do with it.
So what you think? It was blown out of. You think it was blown out of proportion?
Well, I think a lot of younger kids don't know the importance of studying film and studying tape. Yeah. So I don't think they do it as much as they really should. I don't think either of them like to really do it. Doesn't mean he won't get on the next level and understand that that's a part of the game that he has to do to get better.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean he won't put the time in. I think he just said he doesn't like watching it, and they kind of, went from there a little bit.
But that is scary, though. That's scary. If I'm an executive and I hear that, we seen Booby Miles. You know what I mean? Booby Miles, what he say? I ain't got to lift. It's God given. Like, that's cool. But at this next level, you're dealing with smart players. You can't send them out there with players that are studying film and are like, athleticism is cool, but in a game that is literally a chess match between you and this other player, I gotta trust you to know you're gonna do it. You're gonna do your due diligence. You know what I mean? And watching that film, learning ticks and how to watch players' feet and learn everything. You can't just go out there and do it, dog. You get the wrong corner and you're gonna have a long day.
Believe it or not, man, I've been to some high school games this year, and it was kind of just crazy talking with some of the parents and stuff. How like just simple stuff. As far as like when you don't touch the football on like a short kick or something that if you watch the game you would know. But a lot of these kids, most of them coming up now, they don't even watch a team that they like and watch the game no more. They just go out there and play and do. That's just what this generation is coming to. So yeah, do y'all feel like it's just an old mentality that, or is this just the new wave?
I think it's more money, more problems.
I think it's got to. It's with that, man. You gotta, I think, have the old mentality still. Just only because you always want to be the best at what you do. I don't care if you the cook in the restaurant.
Yeah.
You want your food to come out great. You want people to talk about, hey man, the chef's food. You like to hear compliments. Whatever you do, you want to be, I hope, that you will want to be the best at it.
I
So,
think it can translate into sports. I
But
think it's different with each sport because I think in basketball it's easier to show up. In
but
football, it's
I
a tad
still
bit different.
think, I still think with each sport, you have to work on your game. You still have to study tape. You still
Yeah,
have to lift weights.
I
You
agree.
have to get better and better in each aspect, no matter what sport it is. And all of it comes with part of your job. You can't be the best employee if you're late every day.
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
But what if this generation is more hands-on with they learn from through hands-on
The
experience
experience.
versus studying
I
versus
think
how our generation was and how
How
most
most
generations came up.
But with sports, you can't learn hands-on until you're right in front of that person. And at that
hmm
time, it might be too late. You as a boxer, you, a lot of them don't really, some of them don't look at tape, but a lot of them do because characteristics, habits, things that you do, you kind of show in
Hmm.
game, in film, you
I
know.
think that separates the great. That separates the great ones. You know what I mean? That's just simply like everybody can play, but will you be great? That's what separates the great ones. Because if Travis Hunter came out and said right now and said he don't watch tape, I'd be shocked. You know what I mean? I'd be shocked because there's no way you can go out there and be as good as you are on both sides of the ball and be a top draft pick if you're not watching tape. There's no way because you're able to exploit the defense or the offense because you know their habits and tendencies. And even with that said, you can try to not show up, but this is America's biggest sport. If you Even though it's a young man's game, it's still an old man's money. And there's no way these owners, you see what happens. That tape coming out, the motors is backing up. GMs is backing up. Because for one, we got to pay you first round money. And I don't have time for you to be a bust. I don't
Right.
have time for that. So, you don't watch tape, I need me somebody who do. You know what I mean? That's cool. You can not watch it, but you have to suffer we'll see when you get there. And if we wrong, we wrong. You know what I mean? We wrong, but I'm not gonna risk millions on you in the
Yeah.
back of billions on you because your performance will literally affect the team when I can go for another player and you're telling me you might not watch tape. I'm gonna go get the player that does. Like that's
Like
cool,
it's
but
cool,
I'm cool
but
on
I'm
you.
cool on you. Yeah, don't let that talent slip on down if you want to, because you won't listen to a freshman video. Man,
Is that what
is
it was? A
that
freshman
players gonna be
video?
doing certain shit, man? That's college, man. It's college. They don't. Lamar Jackson never worked out in gym. In workout, he never worked out. This is people I know personally. He don't. He didn't work out at U of L. He didn't do that at all. You know what I'm saying? So, but when he got to the league, what did he do? He learned how to put on weight. He learned how to put on muscle mass. Then he learned how to lose it because he knew what was working better for him. So I think the old getting the gym thing, that's just a coaching leadership type thing. Once he gets out of less favoritism in the big leagues, he'll be in that gym because he's gonna find out real quick that it's somebody, it's a little bitty DB over there that's just as strong as you and can throw you off at route if you ain't on your shit.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I
These are all
thought that might
natural
have
talents.
been
That might have
a little
I wouldn't let
over-exaggerated.
Yeah, let him follow to us if you want to. I'm cool with it. You know what I'm saying? You feel like tearing, you scary, then let him fall.
I'll
Come to
take him.
death row.
I'll take him. I'll take him.
I'll take him. Come to death row, man. We love to have you.
I'm
I'm
with it too.
with it too. I don't think it's no concern with that, man. It shouldn't be. I think that's just what they throw out there to scare certain teams off. See who's gonna bite and who ain't.
I don't
And
think
at the
that's
end of the day,
you can put it in this contract like Calamari, Arizona. Yeah. Put it in the contract, made him study the playbook, made him watch film or whatever. Yeah.
I can't hear you.
I can't hear you with this shit, but
I can't hear you.
I can't hear you, brother.
You can't hear.
You can't hear.
It's going nuts.
It's going nuts.
What your iPhone doing?
Nah,
mine is good.
Yeah, it's just
It's just some feedback
coming in.
You said what? Slick, son?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
Is he in there? He said he in?
Okay. No, I thought he was.
Oh,
It sound
okay.
good right now.
Yeah, we good now.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think, bro, I just,
Raw
I mean,
Uncut.
I'm with Steve. I'm with Steve, though. You know what I mean? I'll take him. I'll take him all day. You know what I mean? Like, I would pray that he fall, but the mock drafts that I'm seeing is us taking Matthew Golden over him. Like, he's falling behind, and that makes me think that Jerry gets scared, too. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to think like the GM, of course, looking at him with the 6'5" frame, good speed, good hands, all that. But if I'm thinking like the person's gonna spend the money on him, you made me look twice. You know, you did make me second think.
Right.
You know what I mean? If I'm spending my money, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what it is.
That's how they
All in all,
think.
it's spending your money. It's spending your money. Like that's
Yeah.
if you look at it from especially our position, because the owner is the GM.
Right.
So all in all, his
He got no worries for real.
yeah, and the fact is that his decisions directly affect his pockets. Like there's double interest there. You know what I'm saying? To where a GM, that's not his money. Even though he works for the owner, that's not his money he's spending. You get what I'm saying? That's the owner. All that affects the team because he can get fired and the owner still owns the team.
Right.
So
right.
everything, one thing affects another. Like it's like Elon selling a company to himself. You know what I mean? Like it's the same concept. Jerry Jones is directly affecting his pockets with that draft pick. So he kind of has to, like he got to think about it. You know what I mean? Because he's gonna Well, Steven, my bad, Steven. I got to change it. That's Steven's money at this point. That's Steven's money at this point that they spend it. It ain't Jerry's money no more.
Right.
That's Steven's money, man. He's thinking about his future and everybody past him now.
So let me see. It looks like something came out on Pro Football. I got the wrong stuff up. This new mock came out. Damn. On Pro Football, and let's see what it's doing real quick. See if we like it. So 3 round. And
I swear I could zoom this motherfucker in.
It's right there.
I swear I could at one point.
Huh?
I swear I could zoom this motherfucker in. I used to be able to.
If you go side, if you turn your phone to the side, you can.
Yeah, I did. Told you I'm
well, he ain't brought nothing up yet though. You can't zoom the boxes in, but when he brings something up with a star is, you can zoom that in.
Oh, okay. Cool. Told you I'm an old head, bro. Can't figure this shit out.
Ray still on there?
I think hey, that R&B Drake.
Yeah, it looked like they
Look
got him
at it
on.
back there. We got him on. So it's just me and you, Johnny, man. What's up, man? Look, we got to carry the show. It's just me and you, bro. So yeah, Drake was ready to pull up something, man. So
yeah, man.
What the fuck you think about Jerry and Jerry and Michael's agent?
Man, I don't know what to take of that, man. I don't know.
I don't like it. I don't like it. You know who Michael's agent is, and for you to come out and say it out loud, you don't know the guy. That's the guy that's entrusted with your franchise player.
Yeah, but I'm gonna think. I'm not gonna worry too much about that. I'm gonna think Michael's gonna handle all that, man. I mean,
you trust Michael?
Get
Do you
get
trust
get the
Michael?
get the figures right, and everything's under the bridge, man. You know, um, I, yeah, I ain't really like it, man. But as the agent, man, just stay the course. You know,
But do you trust Michael? Do you trust Michael to be a Cowboy to put Cowboys first? Like, or do you think that he would leave?
I
Like,
mean, I'm
how do
not
you feel
gonna
about that?
look. I'm not gonna say I don't trust him to do it, but let me ask you this on the opposite side. I've seen you sign everybody else
Yeah,
and
most
throw that
definitely.
money out. So why is the problem now? So, you know, like I tell a lot of people, man, yeah, a lot of these cats they want to win a ring, but kids are trying to get to the league to get paid. Let's put it all
Yeah,
out there. I
yeah,
mean, they're trying to get to the league to get paid.
yeah,
And you come into that rookie contract, and after that, if you're good enough, you're looking to get paid
yeah.
because there is no tomorrow,
True.
pretty much. So I trust him to get his money.
Yeah, but my thing when I say trust is because the fact is for Jerry to come out and just act like your agent don't exist. You don't know him. This is the guy you going to be negotiating with, right? So if I look at my agent like my family or my right hand man, because technically I'm trusting you with my life. You know what I'm saying? I'm trusting you with my life. That's what I'm doing. This is my livelihood. I'm trusting you to go in there and do what's best for me at all costs, no matter what. But when I listen to Micah speak, he doesn't give he. If this was a woman, I'd be insecure about my relationship.
and,
You know what I mean? He don't speak like he's gonna be like it's Cowboys over everything. It's Cowboys over everything as long as you paying me. And that's what it's supposed to be. I'm not knocking him for that. But as a fan, when I see that, it's like, Jerry, you better act right because Michael walk.
but yeah,
Michael walk if
right,
you ain't
right, right,
trying to
right,
pay
right.
him. He's not
But right,
gonna
right,
ain't
right.
no home time discounts.
But as a fan, I'm also like, you're right. I agree. As a fan, I'm like Michael Walk. But as a fan, I'm also like, pay him like you've paid everybody else.
I agree.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
agree. I dare he deserves that money, man. He
exactly,
deserves that money.
exactly.
And Dre, you done made it back?
Y'all get my back on here, man.
Yeah, you
You're
back now.
back,
You
brother.
back
You're
now.
back.
You back now.
Man, yeah,
Mm.
man. My fault, man.
We
Cowboys
back.
Raw Uncut, man. It's got all kind of stuff popping up on the screens and shit. It's still acting silly.
What you ever watching on that PC, boy?
But
What
fortunately,
you ever watching on that
but but
PC? That motherfucker say the
but
ads pop up
fortunately,
pop ups.
Hey, actually, actually, it's ain't the PC, dog.
uh,
It's ain't my PC, dog.
oh, okay. That's the rap.
This
That's the
is
rap.
actually
This ain't mine.
work PC.
That's the rap. This
So
ain't mine, man. I don't know why
got
these
a
pop
bunch.
ups came on. I don't know where this come from.
I claim my watches. I ain't got.
Yeah, I claim my
Can
watches.
y'all
That's
see
right.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is on pro football, man. The latest. This is the latest. This was dropped about an hour ago. 8:00. Can't. Damn, man. Am I still on here?
Yeah, you
yeah.
good. You R&B'd
Yeah,
earlier
yeah.
too. I meant to tell you that too. We finally got you. We finally
Okay.
got you on the R&B
We
tip,
got.
man. Now we just gotta
I'm
catch
still.
Steve, and now we just
Yeah,
gotta catch Steve.
we getting right on this. Yeah, we getting right in this shit. Cam Ward, Shador.
He's nuts, though. He's gonna clip that shit. I'm done.
Shador, Travis.
Oh, we're losing you.
I've been hearing things about Abdul.
Carlin, I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, he's nice. He's surprised if he went number 1 overall.
Yeah, man. I'm freezing up, man.
Now
Y'all
you
got
good now.
anything else y'all
You
want to
good?
put out there, man? Before
You
I
good
eat?
now? Nah, you good now, man. I can hear you perfectly fine. It might just be you trying to pull that shit up.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
freezing. He's
man.
done with it. Look, I'm done. You go in the stream on us. He said he's out of here. Oh God, man, he take his ball and go home on us, man. He took his ball and go home. I'm out of here. All this shit shuts down. Look, all this shit shuts down. He's I'm out of here. I'm gone. No, yeah, he gonna clip us, though. Cancel Christmas on us. Now, what we was talking about though, while y'all was gone, what we was talking about was was Micah's agent and Jerry Jones. You know how we feel about that situation, and my sentiment was Jerry better quit playing with that man because you know, and I was telling John like Micah doesn't strike me as the player that's gonna be DC 4L. He's gonna go where that money's at, and he's gonna go with a winner if he feels that way. Because as I say, if this was a relationship, I would feel if this was a relationship, if the Cowboys and Micah was a relationship, as the Cowboys, I would feel insecure in my relationship. I feel like you leave me at any time if I don't come correct. And Micah jokes too much about playing for other teams. He's too friendly. You know what I mean? Like he'll leave us if we don't pay right. It ain't no, if you don't give me what I want, I'll roll out.
He loved being a Cowboy, but he's about his brand.
Yeah, he's about his brand.
Yeah, I mean, he'll go hard for the Cowboys, man. But I think too, like if Jerry get the plan, he already said it.
Mm-hmm.
And he got nothing wrapped up about the next contract. By the time he's 30, he's going to another team, like the Chiefs and shit. Teams who putting the effort into winning.
Yeah, he wants to be a winner. He wants to be a winner, and like I said, it's one of them things that Jerry better quit playing with that agent. You know what I mean?
Jerry like negotiating, bro. That's his favorite thing in life, bro. He was gonna talk about money and see, and he don't care. And he always said I'd rather pay top dollar than get it right.
That's wild. That's wild. Like that's wild. When you said that, I'd rather pay top dollar and get it right than doing things like.
I said that last year, man. I said he just like to talk about money, though.
Yeah,
but
you went through all that with CD. Then you talk to CD and Dak. Then you want to give him tips on how to take care of that next level money. Like he just want to sit and talk about money, bro. That's all he got left in the tank.
So when I see Jerry, when I think about that shit, though, it's like how you love to do something that you been getting your ass whooped in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like hang up the gloves, bro. Like you been getting your ass whooped these last few contracts. You haven't been a winner.
He'll give them everything they want and be like, "Aha! I knew I'd get you to agree." Right, bro. Come on, man. You suck at this now, bro. You
ain't willing to deal it no more, dog. You getting your ass whooped, dog. Motherfuckers are getting over on you, Jerry, bro.
All right.
And that's why if I'm Micah, John said that if I'm Micah, I know you didn't pay everybody else. You know what I mean? You go give me his bread. Like now all of a sudden you gonna start acting right and don't want to pay me.
And Micah's agent, he's been getting like big deals done, top dollar, record setting deals done. He's good at that. Shout out to the brother Dave moving down. I forgot how to say his damn name, but he's nice at what he do. He's a brother. Shout out to him.
I wasn't even gonna try to say his last name, man. I hope everybody else knows that I can't pronounce it. Yeah, and you deserve it, but like John said that you didn't pay everybody else. It's time to pay me. You didn't win nuts on everybody else's contract. It's time to go nuts on me. So give me my bread.
So what y'all think the holdup is? Just Jerry wanting to talk his shit?
I think so. Okay. So if I'm a control freak, I want to feel like I'm in control, even though I ain't. You know what I mean? Jerry's a control freak. He want to feel like Steve said, "Hi, I gave you everything. Got you. I knew I'd get you." But this whole time, he know he's gonna cave. He just wants to feel like he's in control before he caves in. You know what I mean? It's a masquerade, bro. Yeah, it's a masquerade, bro. It's like I need to feel like some type of control. If you're gonna wax me, you know what I mean? At least let me feel like I'm the boss until you do. You know what I mean? Like that's what's getting ready to happen. Because they agree stinging. He's agree stinging. You talking about you don't know my name? All right, I got you.
Yeah.
Remember.
Michael will be in the Cowboys uniform. He's getting paid.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely get his money.
Sell too many jerseys. Tell them
Yeah,
you got to keep the lights on.
it's
Who,
just
you know
not
what I
on
mean?
my timetable. You know.
Because there's no longer the star. Think of it like Demo is hurt, and him changing his jersey is big numbers. Jersey sell big numbers. You know what I mean? And
First
he's
guy goes
hurt.
away number 0.
Yeah, like that. So you think that's not a money move? You know what I mean? It's a money
Is
move
it?
there.
That's what he
My
wore in college, though.
I don't know for his purpose. I'm just talking about if I'm looking at it from Jerry's perspective. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like in the
yeah,
front
it is
office,
a
it's a money
jerseys for
move.
sure. Yeah,
Yeah, them
yeah. That's
jerseys
why
are
they
selling.
pushing it so much. They put it on the
Yeah.
main page and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he's the
First
first one to
line
do it.
off
Go
the
buy the
rack.
jersey. You could be the
Yeah.
first ones to have the the number 0 jersey. You know what I mean? First one ever. Everybody go
Yeah,
get it. People are rushing to go get that shit. And we know we love Demo. So it's
Yeah.
like
Shout out to
it's
Demo.
it's the perfect, the news what they say he's gonna come back. He's on a better timetable to come back this year from the injury.
yeah.
He
And it's
still
like,
might be on the pup list, but we holding out hope that he
yeah.
gets done a little quicker.
He's
Yeah,
a
but
new
that's a move.
Jalen Smith.
You think so?
Don't do that to him,
I'm
dog.
saying not talent wise, but Jalen Smith, the fans loved him. I mean, he got back from that
Fan
knee
favorite.
injury. The fans loved him, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
He
for
was
the
He was
part.
balling, man.
he was a good guy, man. He was always smiling. Everybody had good things to say about him. He was a fan favorite, man.
Yeah, yeah.
And he played hard.
Yeah, he played
Understand?
hard. He
Yeah,
did.
I
he had
think Demo a
potential,
little bit
man.
more talented though than
Right.
Jalen.
Yeah.
I agree.
And yeah, shout out to Demo, man. He's in there. He's got the right attitude approach to the injury or whatever. And I just like hearing his mental going through this rehab or whatever. So I think he's gonna bounce back and he's gonna be better than
Right.
he was last year.
Oh yeah,
Right.
and
I think so too.
he didn't really have it wasn't like a cut or nothing. So the mindset part of it, which is the hardest part to get over, from what I heard,
Yeah.
would be not as bad because he just had somebody freak accident fall on his leg.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I like the way he's talking, man. He's real confident.
Yeah.
He said he's ready to get back out there. So I'm feeling good about him.
So this is something we haven't touched on, man, since we've been shooting that it was a good move in during our group chats or whatever in the text about Joe Milton coming over in a trade from the Patriots for a 5th round pick. And how do y'all look at that as far as challenging? How does Dak look at that? How do we look at that as fans? Do we feel like he's the future, or are we just cool with it just being a solid backup?
I think he could be a solid backup with future potential.
Bingo.
Well,
I think we have to. I think we have to see a little more. I think the game that he did play for the Patriots, he played well, but we have to see a little more consistency before. I'd say maybe like Steve-O said, a solid backup with the potential. I
so
just like to see a little more.
you feel more confident. You feel more confident in him being there than Trey Lance, like as far as usage.
Yeah.
Like you feel
Yes.
better. You feel better.
Right.
You feel better with Joe Milton than you do with Trey Lance.
Yeah.
Why?
Okay. Well,
Because-
that's what I was wondering. Yeah, like what is Joe Milton like? I'm not saying the talent, the potential is through the roof.
Because
He's more of an accurate passer.
Okay, so
and then before you get to the physical part, just the mental part, like I think Trey Lance mentally is that he never had a lot of reps as a quarterback. So now he's gone through these different teams and it's disheartening, right? Maybe, what I'm saying, it's probably knocked down some of his confidence as a quarterback. And I don't think Joe Milton has ran into that wall yet.
okay, well with Joe is like he's not gonna compete with Dak. Do you believe he's gonna give Dak some pressure as far as having to perform?
It depends on what he does in this preseason. I think he's gonna get a lot of preseason work. He's gonna get a lot of opportunities. He's gonna get opportunities with ones, and he's gonna be able to show what he can do.
Don't
If
show.
Cooper Rush
nothing
was
too
here,
Yeah,
if Cooper
I
Rush
mean,
was here, would he be moving
Don't
Cooper
show
Rush out the
nothing
way?
too crazy,
Yeah,
man.
You
yeah,
think he'd move Coop out the way?
yeah.
If he was
Cooper
there?
Rush, yeah, because he matches what we do, what we want to do naturally. He's more like a Dak quarterback. You know what I'm saying? It's not two different quarterbacks. So when say Dak goes out, which he's been getting hurt here lately, well, you got somebody you really don't have to shut down the playbook too much.
I agree.
and then the athletic ability kicks in.
Yeah, and you could
Very
probably
well.
add some more because, like I said, like you said, OG, he can move around. So his athleticism, so his strength in his arm. You know, he got a cannon on the arm, so he can make different throws
Mm-hmm.
as well as getting out there with his feet.
You know, Terry, you asked about competing with Dak. I don't know if that's even the thought in Dallas. I don't even know if
Nah.
they want to bring anybody in to compete with him.
Okay.
Mm.
Mhm.
So that leads me to ask you: do you see us now not drafting a quarterback and focus on
Yeah,
other needs? Do
I
you see that
mean,
now?
yeah,
if Earls is still around 6th round or so, I generally you have 3 on your roster. The third one's holding the clipboard. It's possible.
yeah.
So
You
you can
got a
see us
seven
driving
round
Quinn. You
pick.
can see us driving Quinn. So you can see us driving Quinn late
He,
rounds.
he's from Texas and he's looking like he's going to be there around the 6th. It's very possible.
I just don't know. Like that's why I'm wondering. That's just more so based on Joe, because I know like when we signed him, it was like we had faith in that. But when I look at it, I'm just like, are we gonna really only thing that's gonna thrust him into playing is Dak getting hurt? Like even if
Yeah,
Dak
that's
plays
it.
bad, I don't see them benching him for Joe Milton. You know what I
But
mean?
but
Like
that was
he's not the successor.
but that
He's
was
not
the
Dak's
only
successor at
thing
all.
that was going to thrust
Yeah,
anybody else in there the last how many years?
Well, yeah, true, but that's what I wonder is like, why go get him? Like, what's the
But
move
there's
behind
some
it? What's the play?
opinions out
What's the
there that
play?
feels like Duke can take Dak's spot.
And that's wild.
they
That's
just
wild
caught
to
up
think
on
of.
one game.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say, bro. That's wild. When you think about it, to
Yeah,
think of
they caught up.
this dude is going to come in there and take Dak's spot, and you didn't start in New England.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? How you gonna come in and take a $250 million quarterback spot?
Then the money
You know?
gotta make sense. Like who's getting
Yeah.
paid the big bucks? That's who's gonna see the
That's
field
who's
in
going,
that.
and that's is like, what was the move behind getting Joe Milton? Just to have him on the bench? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
you
what's the
need a
move?
backup.
You
Yeah,
got
what's
to
the
have a
move?
You need a
backup,
backup.
and
You need a backup.
Steve O said, if Dak goes down again, he fits the
He
system a
does
little
fit the
more.
scheme.
You
Yeah,
plug in and play almost.
that makes sense. I just ain't seen enough of him. I know that he's talented. I've seen it in college, but I just want to see it translate to the league. So, like, I wanted somebody to put when I think of a backup quarterback at this point where we are right now.
Yeah.
I want that backup quarterback to put some fire on Dak.
But
That's
Dallas
what I
does.
want. That's what I want right now. I need
I
something to
was
make
like that. I
to
was
do
like
it.
that a few years ago, but I think we're past that stage now. So
Right, right.
we're more on the level of the Michael Jackson last movie. This is it. This is it.
That's what we
Yeah.
got. That's what we got. That's what we got.
You got
But I don't know.
and you need other spots. You need depth. You need a number 2 receiver. You need, so
Yeah.
you don't need to go too high right now and get a quarterback.
And I
Nah.
don't know that. I don't know if you bring in a backup who really can test him. I don't know if that's good, man. I think.
Not now anyway.
Well, I think I don't know if he's at his best when he's under pressure.
Mm.
That's
But when is he at his best then?
I think he's at his best when
When he's
kind of
on the move.
everything's flowing and it's
Yeah.
just kind of in the regularity of it. I think when you start getting in those big time playoff games, those big light games, man, I think he starts feeling like he has to do too much, man, and the pressure kind
Yeah.
of gets to him a little bit.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
hope that it's the opposite to where it's like, my job's on the line. I can't fuck up.
Yeah, that's
You know what I
true.
mean? Like when your job's on the line, bro, you can't fuck up. To
That's what it
whereas,
could be.
yeah, that's what.
Yeah, but
And
when
it's
you
like,
And you got that bread.
Yeah, you got that bread
when
now.
you give a man that much bread and he knows what he got, I mean, it's like if he fucks up, do I really care?
Right.
You
Yeah.
know what
I
I
mean,
mean?
he
Yeah.
cares, but
I
do I
mean,
cares, yeah.
but
really care? No, I'm saying, and I
I
got
think
that
he
bread.
cares.
Yeah,
I think he's a prideful guy.
yeah, I agree.
I think he works. I think he looks at film. I think he
Yeah,
studies. I
Yeah.
yeah.
think he tries to be
I
better.
think
I
he's a
really do.
little.
Yeah.
I think
I
he's a
really do.
little, but
He just
Well,
dropped 50 pounds, so he's
what
trying
did it for
to
me?
get back mobile.
It might be better on them knees and them legs. Like,
Yeah,
you didn't put too much
absolutely.
weight on while you're running. You know what I mean? To put too much
He's
weight on,
all
I gotta cut
thick.
that down. Yeah, I gotta cut that down, man. I gotta cut this down as easy on your joints. You know what I mean? But
that was
when I
that
look at
baby.
Dak,
That was that baby fat right
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
but
baby,
after
what on
a-
man?
after Dak said, after I seen him say we fucking suck on national TV with that smile on his face, bro,
Right.
it did something for me, bro. Because as a leader of his team, Troy Aikman would have never. If he's saying we fucking suck, he's saying it in his lineman's face. You
Right.
know what I mean? He's
Yeah,
yelling at them like, "We fucking suck. Get your ass up. We need to be
he
better."
talking to a
Dak,
tight end and
yeah,
shit.
you're holding your pads. We fucking
Yeah.
bro. Like, I
You
don't want to
love
see that. That word. Tom Brady would have never. You know what I mean? You ain't never seen, like, let's just say Super Bowl winning quarterbacks. You ain't never seen Patrick Mahomes say that. You ain't Jalen Hurts. You ain't never seen him on the sideline saying no shit like that. Dak, it's just not funny. And to you to sit there and say that to the backup and be okay, like, you're too free.
Well,
I
guess
need
what?
I need something to come through and do something for us.
Guess what?
What's that?
This is it. This
That's
is
what
it,
we
man.
got.
He got
That's
to
what we
do.
got.
Like that got this contract to make whatever his legacy is gonna be in Dallas. This is it.
We got 3 more years,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
3 more
maybe
years.
possibly two.
Yeah.
This right here is it. This is
That,
Yeah.
but that's why I say the Joe Milton thing, because it's like, if you know in 3 years you could be possibly looking for a quarterback, is this your play? You know what I mean? Like, if we're not drafting one, because I don't want no fresh rookie. I don't want no fresh rookie. You
You
know
don't
what I
want
mean?
no
Like,
pressure.
no,
well.
I want to.
You sound
If
like
any,
Gary.
no, that's he's stupid. No, I don't want no. I don't want no rookie straight out like to start right now, bro. I don't want no rookie like sit on the bench for 2 years, learn the game, and then you come in and be ready. Like, you're kind of acclimated to
You
everything
wouldn't
you've been
want no
watching.
Yeah,
phenom.
but if he don't
A
turn out, then
phenom,
that's
but
what you're gonna
phenoms
get.
only come with no top draft picks, right? Phenoms really come on top draft picks.
That's what I'm
So
saying.
Milton don't
Yeah, so
curl
that means we got to
over.
be bad, but that means we got to be bad to get that,
I
or we
think
didn't trade it for it. Like, we
there's
got
a
to be bad.
possibility that we could be bad.
Dog, I'm
And
trying not to think like that. I'm trying not to think like that. Like, I don't want to think of no top 5 pick, bro. Like, I don't want to think. That means we was bad,
Go,
you
bro. I
go
know
don't
back
what,
want
and look
that.
at
Terry?
that schedule.
You
I
You
know
know
what,
don't want
Barry gonna
Terry?
be
that,
guys Zeke.
If
You know how
things
we're gonna
work,
be guys Zeke.
dog.
if things work like you say, Terry, all that would be great. Considering Dakota 3 more years, the talent of Milton right now. So that would give him 3 more years. That would give Milton a total of 5 years in the league. He'd be in his 5th year, which a lot of quarterbacks say. Jared Goff, Matthew Stafford, a few quarterbacks said that they feel that it takes 4 to 5 years to develop in the league as a
Of
quarterback.
playing.
So well,
Them boys is
but
playing. Milton sitting watching the
that's
bench.
also considering that your team is not changing head
Coordinators.
coaches, staff consistently. That you have some consistency with developing, with
Yeah,
having people in to develop what you have. See,
yeah.
all that comes into factor as well, man. So
How many OCs
Yeah,
Philly?
run
How many
organization.
OCs Philly done had in the last few years?
Yeah, they done had about 4.
You feel me?
So
Like, when you're good,
so
you're
their
good, bro.
head
Like,
coach is a
if you got
common
that
denominator.
but that's what I'm saying. It's a mindset of the team. So again,
Yeah,
the mindset of your quarterback is we fucking suck. I don't want Joe Milton to sit for 5 years to come in the game. I don't see Joe Milton sitting for 5 years.
that's why your
You know what I
mindset
mean?
got to come from your head coach, man, not
Yeah.
your quarterback.
And right
Like,
now,
guys,
Scotty
Jared
just
Goff was
sounds
playing for
like
that 5,
another
bro.
one of them. Just sounds like another one
well,
of
I'm
them
just
good
saying,
speakers.
and that's what they said. They
Yeah, but
said that it really takes that to develop. And I
they
know,
were
like
playing. They were
I
playing. Joe
I
Milton
I
ain't
I,
playing.
I get
What
that,
about Jordan
but
Love?
Jordan Love up, but he said for 3, wasn't it? 2 or 3. Threes really should be the max, brother. You gonna sit, bro. 5 years and you ain't touched it, and to get in there and think to
but
be a
my
starter,
point.
that means we're in a bad position.
But my point is, if you're saying Dak is going to be there for 3 more years,
Mm-hmm.
then he's got to sit behind Dak. There's nothing he can do.
Yeah. That's why I see us going younger. I don't see him. I could see if you're that good, you're going to find the opportunity before before these next 3 years, bro.
So we
You're
like
not
to
gonna, you're
see.
not gonna hang around. No good talent is hanging around for another 3 years,
Hey
bro,
man,
without playing.
sometimes there's politics involved, man. They're not going to pay this man all his money and just sit him down and think you're going to
Yeah.
get this money and
They
roll,
did
man.
Tony Romo like that.
Yeah. How
That's
long
because he got hurt.
Romo suffered? Yeah, he
Romo got hurt with that back injury, and
And back
he
is
was still
messed up.
paying
But
him when
when
he
he
was
came
gone.
back, though, they ain't put him out there.
Yeah, because it was over with.
But I'm just
Mm-hmm.
saying. But
Yeah,
I'm
he was
saying
done.
it was money. It was
Dak
money.
took his spot.
He got back healthy.
Yeah,
He got
that
back
and
healthy. They ain't
it
put
was
him
the
back out
money
there.
it was the money aspect of it that Dak was somewhat ready at that point, and that
Yeah.
rookie contract. What you gonna do with
Anybody,
Romo? It made
it's
sense.
over. Don't retire.
Yeah, it made
Okay, so
sense.
Yeah.
who's not to say that Dak? Who's not to say that Dak, who's been injured the last 2 out of 4 years, won't get injured again and not get his spot taken?
Because you
That's
pay him
that
250
that
million.
If we in
250
position,
million.
if we in
that's very
position like that,
possible. That's very possible. But I think we know right now that I don't think Milton right now was on the level of Dak was when he came out of college.
yeah.
Damn,
So
as a
I
rookie,
think we already know
a
that.
rookie versus a 3-year player.
Excuse me.
You saying
Well,
this?
no, this is only his second year.
Second
But
year.
but I'm just saying Dak's talent level coming out of college was better than Milton's.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I just
What
think
round? What round Milton get
I
drafted
just
in?
think he was more ahead of the curve already than Milton was coming to the league.
Well, that's obvious, but what round was Milton drafted
I'm looking
in?
it up now. Hold on, I'm looking it up now. He
I
was
want to
drafted
say
6 rounds,
six,
6 rounds, 6
6
rounds.
rounds,
because we
yeah.
could have got him, and I want to say 5th or 6th.
Okay.
Yeah,
Damn.
6
Dak in
round
the
versus
4th
4.
round.
Yeah, 6 versus 4th though. But Dak also had
Yeah,
a number
Dak
1 team in the
ball though.
nation.
Dak was
Yeah,
nice
Dak had a
in
number 1
college.
team in the
Yeah.
nation. He led a number 1 team in the nation, bro, for a little while. Dak was balling.
Mm-hmm.
Dak was balling, bro, coming out of Mississippi,
Where's
Mississippi State,
Milton out of?
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
But he went to somewhere else before then.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why he left and went to Tennessee because he didn't have a starting position there. It wasn't Florida, was it?
Was it
Yeah,
Alabama? Was it
Florida.
Florida?
Alabama.
Was it
It might
Florida?
have.
I
It was
can't
an
remember.
SEC school. It
One
was
of
an
them
SEC
SEC
school.
teams, I think.
Yeah, he lost his job to somebody. You know what I mean? He lost his job to somebody. Michigan? Yeah, it was
Was it
Michigan.
Michigan?
Mm-hmm. It was Michigan.
Lost to McCarty, huh?
Yep. It
Would
was
y'all be
Michigan.
cool with Marion Hampton at 12?
Yes, sir. I would be.
Y'all don't think that's a reach?
He's nice. He's nice. I wouldn't be mad at that. And I'll take it and I'll roll with it. But I wouldn't if Genty Tet and one of them ain't there, I wouldn't mind him, trade back.
I mean, you can trade back maybe to get him if you're careful and nobody nabs him, but he won't be around the second, so it's kind of it's a shot. You have to.
Yeah.
John, he lost his job to K. McNamara. That's who he lost his job to. It wasn't in Michigan. It wasn't McCarthy. It was K. McNamara.
Okay.
In Michigan. Yeah, it was Michigan. That's where it was. That's where he lost it. And then lost it to Hendon Hooker.
Yeah. I liked Hendon Hooker.
Yeah. Yeah. He lost it to Hendon Hooker. And
that's
then
who I wanted to grab in the draft.
I remember that. I remember you was calling for Hendon Hooker.
Yeah.
I remember that.
And he'll be in this, 3rd year now or whatever, if we did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, he was nice, though.
Yeah, I remember, Joe. You wanted
He's still sitting, too. He's still sitting, though.
Yeah, I mean, 3, bro, you can think 3 years. I mean, most great ones do. I mean, how long A-Rod set for how many years? 3, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He set for 3, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
3 years, that's about it, bro, because that contract. You got to think about the contract. So if you got for 3, you get 1.
Yeah, Lamar didn't.
Nah, but they didn't have no quarterback.
Shit, they had a Super Bowl winning quarterback.
Who, Flacco?
Yeah.
They didn't have Flacco, did they? He didn't come behind Flacco. Flacco was he was past his time by that point, bro.
No.
Flacco wasn't Flacco. Yeah, Flacco wasn't Flacco. Then that's why they drafted the quarterback. Cause think of it, they drafted him at the end of the first round. Like that's a reach. Like
that was their second first round pick.
It was their second first round. I thought he went the last. I thought he went the last.
He did, but every team passed him up.
What'd you say, Dre?
He didn't win the starting position in training camp though.
No, he didn't. He didn't. But he didn't sit for no 3 years because they knew it was better. You know, usually when somebody sits, it's because you have a better option. You know what I mean? But we have our only option. You know what I mean? Like a better option ain't really a thing for us. Like that's why I say I like to get in a place where we're operating out of want or instead of necessity and need, bro. Like we're always operating out of need, bro. Everybody else is getting better. Everybody else is operating like I want that. This is the one piece that we need to get over the hump. We got 5-6 pieces just to get there.
You think we're gonna operate out of need? Well, you know it ain't nothing. You strapped with that. He been going.
According to Shoddy, he's saying best player available, but
yeah, I think so too. I mean,
I don't know.
What is your number one need? You think in this draft?
Running back.
And that's the confusing point, dog, because it's like
I think running back. I mean, wide receiver too. Damn near
even if it's
much as running back.
But even if it's BPA, what's the philosophy? I don't know what the mindset is of his team, because if you had asked me last year, I would tell you go draft a wide receiver. If this was last year, I don't know what the identity.
You gotta listen to the interview. Schottenheimer's already dropping clues.
Yeah.
A physical running team, a physical team. Running team in the trenches. So what if you go get Tyler Booker in the first round, and you know? Which y'all gonna feel like when you go get the most dominant guards in college? How y'all gonna feel if we do that? That's a proper opportunity.
I don't mind that.
The guard.
I don't mind it because
starting tackle, yeah. Tyler Booker.
I don't mind that pick, bro.
What about you, OG? You don't seem too happy about no guards.
Oh no, I ain't feeling that pick.
OG ain't with it.
We need a playmaker, man. I need another playmaker, man.
Exactly.
I'm guards and tackles, and I was kind of cool with them then, but now I don't want to do it right now, man.
We ain't doing them right, man. We ain't really putting that other shit around them, man. I feel you, Jerry.
We just got Tyler and we got Guyton, man.
Yeah.
I mean, we need a running back, our wide receiver first round. I don't care if we get a running back, wide receiver first round, but whatever, we need the opposite second round.
Yeah, man. I need skill, man. At this point, I'm tired of being out skilled, man. Like we need somebody to ride with CD. We need somebody in the backfield that can make plays, dog. Like for real. Like I know we need defense too, and we gotta do some shit on D, but I'm hoping people step up on this line. And they just got the one guy me and OG was talking before we came on that out of Tennessee that set, and he took a 1-year deal with Dallas, man. Hopefully he can come in and with his pedigree or whatever, being out of LSU, he can come in and do some stuff, man. Then a rookie that we have to depend on coming in. You just got to be exceptional if you a guard or a tackle or something like that. Getting in the first round, you got to be something special. So I'd rather just go with skill right now.
So Dre, I'll challenge it. I'll challenge you to think about the last time that we drafted like that. The last time we drafted offensive linemen 3-4 years. No, over skill. No, I said the last time we drafted offensive linemen in the first round for 3 years straight. What did we get?
We got Zach,
Travis, and Tyron. Tyron came right before them. Like
Yeah.
and you look
But
at
we
what that
had
built.
to do that though.
Yeah, but look at we kind of have to do it now too. Like we still need offensive linemen. Like
Who?
if we're getting young, I don't mind a young guard, bro. Like so we got BB. So
BB,
Guyton. So where are we putting
Guyton.
Guyton? Guyton is still a work in progress.
Nah, what Tyler? We got Tyler
Tyler
Smith.
Smith. Tyler Smith.
Uh, who else we
Dubs,
got?
bro.
Shit, Turnstile
Zach,
still on there.
bro. Zach's gone. Zach's gone.
I know, but we did all right
Yeah.
with Zach was hurting us last year though.
Bro, Zach still wasn't, bro. Zach wasn't doing. He was hurt because he was hurt. We was hurting because he
Hey,
was
man,
hurting.
Nah,
Like
look,
he's old.
he retired, bro. He knew it was
Yeah, that's what I
over,
said.
man.
Yeah, because it's a young man's game now. But the last time we did that, it worked out. So I wouldn't mind it if it's a stud and we know he's gonna be an
Hell
automatic
no,
starter.
dog. I don't want that
I don't
shit.
mind it. I don't mind,
I don't
bro.
want that
Build
get
in,
shit,
him for
dog.
who? Get
bro.
him for who?
We're already in the rebuild though, bro. Like we already said, we're gonna be bad. So let's just
Look,
work because
man.
last time,
Guyton last year, and look what we had to put him on the bench.
yeah, and we can put a skill player on the bench too.
Not the ones that we talking about.
Okay. I mean, it could happen. I just don't mind protecting you. If we stuck with
Look,
Dak,
look,
protecting him is not a bad option. That's all I'm
I
look,
saying.
like
here's my thing.
I
Look,
like Hoffman and
we
them.
can go, to me, we can go
Bill Hernandez.
wide receiver first round, running back second round, running back first round, wide receiver second round, and then the rest of them 8 rounds, they can do whatever they want to do.
Yeah.
You can
I
go
was,
straight defense for 8 straight rounds if that's what you want to do. Just
Yeah, you
give
can
me,
grab a guard then.
look, man.
I seen
We
a couple
see,
mocks with RJ Harvey in the 6th round, 5th to 6th round,
look,
with RJ Harvey in the 5th to 6th rounds.
CD needs some help.
Hell no.
CD needs some help.
Hell no.
He gonna be
CD
a
needs some
third
help.
round.
And
Second.
secondly, I don't know about you, Terry,
Uh-huh.
but that Miles Sanders running back combo isn't getting it for me.
Nah, hell nah.
No, I
Them
agree.
dudes is just, but one of them is bodies. One
Yeah,
of
I
them is
agree.
a
So
body,
we
man. One
we
of them ain't gonna
we
make.
we can't miss the opportunity like Dre kept yelling last year for the kid out of Wisconsin, and we blew that. We just can't keep blowing those
Yeah,
opportunities, man.
But
Braylon Allen.
Here
but the
comes
only
another big grown man in
Yeah,
Hampton, and we can't
right,
blow that opportunity, man.
but the
right.
reason why we blew it last year is because we weren't gonna run the ball anyway. That's what I say. The philosophy of the team is gonna dictate where we go.
Okay, so what happens if we suck for 2 years?
Mm-hmm.
Shoddy out of there. Is the philosophy gonna change again?
Yep. 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 Well, we can
So
suck if we go draft a BPA and we get a running back or a wide receiver. He could still be out of there in 2 years.
What?
You already said we're gonna be bad. Dre already said we got a top 5 pick coming, maybe. If we looked at the schedule, so what does it matter? Might as well protect your quarterback, bro. Like you have to protect that investment. And if you know you got a stud in the offensive lineman, like we haven't been bad in drafting offensive linemen. Now, Guyton, even though we set him down, I don't think that's a bad pick. He's raw. You know what I mean? Like we can change that. You know, BB was a good pick. You know what I mean?
but
Be honest wasn't a bad pick. You know what I mean? If you
if you
think Be
went,
honest really wasn't a bad pick when he was
yeah,
there. We've
if
been
you went,
drafting offensive linemen pretty well, bro. We ain't drafting a real bad offensive
say
lineman
for
though.
instance, you, and I'm just hypothetically speaking,
Mm-hmm.
you
Right.
go get Keenan Allen.
Mm-hmm.
Then you might be able to go running back first round, DB in the second round.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you got a little help for CD, at least somebody who can run some routes and don't mind running in between the hashes.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't. So we're forced to, you got to get CD some help, man.
Mari.
Okay, so how does CD get the
All
ball if
right,
Dak can't get him that ball?
exactly. Some of that nature,
But
yes.
how does Dak get them the ball when he's running for his life?
You get
How does a
somebody like,
running back get between the tackles when the tackles ain't moving shit when your
Yeah,
offensive
1,000
lineman
yard runners last year.
that's
he got
why I
1,000 yard
think,
rushing last year? Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
why I
what we
think
did.
Golden,
That's why we
you should
almost
that's
have
why I
though.
think
started.
You should
Golden,
have
that's
16
why I think
games.
Golden is becoming a topic more. He's a
But he ain't run the
slash or
ball
route
more.
runner in between the hashes. And I think that's more of a
5'11" though.
Yeah,
But
I know that.
that's a safety valve. That's a
But
safety valve.
see, that's
I like Luther Burden though.
that's
Luther Burden
something
is
that I
very cool.
think
That was my
they're
dude
trying
from
to get
Florida.
from that. I mean, is that safety blanket,
Yeah.
because Fergie and them guys hadn't really,
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Fergie
slants and outs, and
Dak
zigs,
Fergie
Dak
and
on
slants,
Dak
that.
outs, and
need
zigs is what you need him
Dak
for.
needs those.
Yeah, slants,
Yeah.
outs,
I
slants,
mean,
outs, zigs.
If Burrow needs it, he definitely gonna need it. I mean, Burrow got three receivers and a run game, but the line was
Yeah,
just 50.
Right,
But
Yeah.
they still put up numbers.
But our
right.
line
yeah.
was better than their line though.
Yeah, for sure, and that's what I'm saying. Like he was able to carry on with a lackluster line because he had two weapons on the outside and the running game.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm saying. I think we great. I think we'll be all right at line right now. From what we
Yeah,
did
I
last
think so.
year, if we
But
ask.
my thing, okay, so again, if we had 1,000-yard rusher with Rico, can we not get a Rico-like talent later in the draft?
He
Like
just better.
was
He
Rico?
just better.
Not if Genty or somebody like Mario, if they available, dog, you gotta grab them.
Well, Genty, yeah, but most definitely, yeah, most definitely. I mean, like let's take the guys that we've been wanting off that board. They're gone. So at the point, if you have, like you said, a Matthew Golden or a Luther Burden or what's your offensive lineman, Steve?
With Tyler Booker.
Yeah, you got him there, and we drafted Tyler Booker. Y'all would be upset about that.
Yeah, I want a skill position.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
so yeah,
like it.
everybody's
He's
on board with
nice.
skill. Everybody's
Don't
on
get
board
me
with skill.
wrong. Don't get me wrong. I like him. He's nice, but just see, you need another real solid number two right there.
yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
I mean, I
And
agree
if
with
you
you.
got
I
dudes
agree
like
with you.
Luther Burden sitting right there, you got to consider that, man.
I mean, I can agree. I agree with you there, but I wouldn't like if for the right offensive lineman. I'm not upset about that.
I
You know
think
what I
at
mean? Because we
guard,
protecting them.
you can get somebody later at guard and to move some shit around. I mean, hell, they just picked
Okay.
up that offensive lineman from Washington that retired, and they brought him back out of retirement. He ain't bad. He ain't no bad guard.
And it's possible that we can. I guess it's possible we can draft a Hampton and a Burden in that 44 spot, isn't it?
You say what now, OJ?
I
Yeah.
said it's very possible that we can probably get a Hampton at that 12 if we do draft, and then a Burden at that 44 spot, isn't it?
Maybe not Burden, but you can definitely get somebody else that's decent.
I guess Burden stocks come. I thought he was hanging somewhere around in there.
Okay.
Okay.
First round receiver.
Yeah, they got Tyler Booker on the Pro Football Network going 18th to Seattle. But
That's a
they
top
got
round pick.
Marion Hampton going 20th.
Where they got
So-
Burden going? Who they got us getting?
They had on this one. They have us getting T Mac.
Okay.
I can see it. And I'm okay with that. Like I said, I wouldn't be. I'm not mad at us still.
Skill, man.
Yeah, I'm not mad. I'm not mad at
Man, let a
skill. All I'm
T Mac
saying is that
Genty.
Yeah.
First we was debating about do we take Genty at 12?
yeah, you take Genty at
that
12.
nigga's top
Yeah.
5. Now you if he fall or in T Mac or one of them's there, I gotta
take
have
him.
them over the
Yeah, I agree.
guard. I
agree with you.
them over the guard.
I totally agree with you. But all I'm
Look
saying
at
is
that
if they're
guard,
not
another guy.
available, that's why I said you take them out of play. Like if they're gone, you would rather trade back than draft a guard at
I
that
get
position.
Hampton.
Yeah, I think we got guard. I think we got enough linemen who haven't been able to show what they can do because we've been pass happy the last few years, and they really haven't been able to show what they can do, but they can handle that job.
Okay.
Nigga Terry, didn't you see Genty when he was working out? Nigga's body
Yeah,
looked
man.
like he was made of leather.
Hey, yeah, right.
He always made a level. He's sick.
Man,
He's a big.
Yeah, dude's crazy, man. Yeah, dude's
Yeah.
nuts, man. I seen that shit and I was like, dog, yeah, we not getting him at 12. We're not getting him at 12, dog. You're not getting him at 12.
On this draft in the second round, they got Nick Scorton, edge out of Texas A&M. Familiar with him?
He's nice. He's nice.
Yeah, that's what they got in the second round. They got us going defense.
Oh wow!
In the third round, they got
Michael.
Guy I've been screaming for, Caleb. That'll be cold though. If you was able to get T-Mac and then that edge that Steve says cold and then Caleb, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, that's a good draft.
That'll be a dope 3 round.
And let's lose one of the fifth rounds and get in back to the fourth. Hell, even the third. We'll see what we can do.
Agreed.
I ain't mad at Caleb by the hour either.
I'm cool with a DB. Like as long as we address needs, that's what's you know what I mean. Like, but we got so many of them, bro. And that's why I said like if we did get a lineman, it's still a need one way or another, dog. Like we got so many needs. That's what I'm saying. Like we can't fill them all. We can't fill them all, dog.
I don't really
we're still
know
gonna be active in free agency.
I don't know if I understand that defensive end move in the second round, but I mean we'll take it if he's good.
I think Michael will play a little bit more linebacker if we do that.
Okay.
I mean they got a little plan for him, I think, because then he I think Sean gonna be out for a minute. You go get another edge rusher. You got D. Smith. Sam Williams.
Nealon. Yeah.
And
Dante Fowler. Yeah, that's a nice rotation right there.
Oh yeah,
nice.
and if Sam can come back and be a force, man, like between Sam and Nealon, like I got faith in Nealon, bro.
Yeah, I got faith in Sam, man. I think he would have been this year because he hurt his knee. He's an athlete. He's another fast edge rusher you got on your squad that play linebacker.
And he got a motor. And he got a motor.
I think that's one of the few top to bottom bright spots on our team is that defensive end that rotation.
I agree. I totally agree. And I just hope the linebacker position be right. You know, like I said, the defense, if we can, I just think we need something for the middle. We need our clog this middle up. You know what I mean? Like some size would be nice at the tackle position. You know what I mean? Like I want a big body in the middle that's gonna block some shit that commands a double team, dog.
Yeah, them DBs need to tighten up too.
Yeah, but that comes from the line. If I'm covering for 4 seconds, 4 seconds is a long time to be covering. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I need that pressure from the middle. I got to make tackles at the second and third level because we getting the ball ran down our throats. I don't like it, though. You know what I mean?
Don't be surprised if they grab dude from Kentucky, man.
He's a big boy.
Yeah, just a big body, bro. That's what we need. Something to be nasty.
We're gonna get that middle up, man, so we can stop his run.
That's what we need, bro. As far as the line, our edges is nice.
He's off and on with it.
I'm with it.
But that's a trickle down, though. At D tackle come in them double teams and linebackers and go nuts.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And that D tackle come in the middle and linebackers go nuts, man. Get that nasty, man. Go get you a nasty D tackle, man. And let them linebackers go crazy, man.
Yeah, I think that's what we got to do, man. I know we're gonna grab all the D tackle and free agency somewhere.
Yeah,
right.
There's a lot of meat left to put on the bones out there, man. Don't get discouraged, man. Get encouraged and watch what they do, man. Let's see what that new regime gonna lock in.
Hey, man, ground can't get no lower.
You can always be a Jaguar or something. Don't ever get it twisted. Don't let you.
Hey, bro.
Just because there's other badder chicks, there's other uglier chicks out there, man. You go ahead and learn something you want to.
Hey, bro, my thing is I look at it like for us, we already like for Cowboy football, this is Jaguar level for us, bro. Like that's why this is the pitch for us. You know what I mean? This is the pitch for us, bro.
You don't want to hit that actual level though.
No, you don't want to. Like, but we already in the pitch, bro. We already in the pitch, man.
And they was joking on me with my girl on, man. They was like, man, I thought that was Michael Parsons, and he had to wear his stuff, but he intentionally putting that stuff on. How they talking to us right now, man? They saying they acting like so y'all still holding out for the dream,
Way to go, hate.
Hey, you gonna fight that battle too. Dre's out there fighting that battle, man. Fighting that fight, man.
Yeah. We had our weakest, and they still paying attention to us, man. Damn Eagle fans, they worried about the Cowboys, and they forgot they done won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Different over here. I don't care how bad it is. It's different over here. Y'all gonna keep hating. Even when we down bad, they gonna hate.
Right. And I was in the DR, and there was an Eagle fan telling me I had to pay for everything in the restaurant, man, for having my girl on. But look, this is how I shut them down. I said, okay, y'all just got that one, man. Y'all got how many now? He had 2. I said, until you can do that, I held up to 5 on them. Until you can then that's when you can come holler. So
then you can get a seat at the big boy table.
So then he was like, but this years ago, So this is how you shut it down. I shut it down with this. Well, in them 30 years, you still haven't caught up.
Still ain't caught up.
There's been
60 Super Bowls. It been 60 Super Bowls.
We ain't did nothing.
But you still ain't caught up.
You still learning.
We haven't caught up.
60 of them, right? Ain't there 60 of them, Dre? When there's 60 Super Bowls?
Yeah.
Yeah, so out of 60, we got 5. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, and it's only 2 teams that are above us. You know what I mean? If you ain't no Patriot, you can't say nothing. And the Steelers barely got it. You know what I mean? Because they ain't won that in 20 years either. Right. So, you know what I mean? Like, there's only a few teams with more than 5. You got 2 out of 60. Don't tell me you can't talk to me about shit. You got 2 out of 60, bro. Like, what is you doing?
When we get 6, we ain't gonna never shut up. So,
it's gonna be bad, dog. It's gonna be bad. If we ever get 6, we gonna be bad.
But that's another episode, man. Y'all check us in 2 weeks, man, when we'll be live for the draft. We'll be live for the draft, the crew, man. We off next week. In 2 weeks, we'll be live for the draft, man. Live, crew, right? Crew, draft.